Hello, people of the internet. My name is Luke, otherwise known as the Boggle-eyed Twat by many, amongst other things, I'm sure. So just to introduce this little video, this is some videos of, like the last series of a trip diary that I found on my phone, and I thought put them together and share them since I'm not driving at the moment. Firstly, in the beginning it says about it'll be like a hanging loads top tips. It appears it isn't. I seem to lose that interest in the idea all halfway through it. I don't really hate all caravanners. And what else was there? But yeah, I'm a bit cantankerous in this one, it seems. But it's just a little jaunt to France for whites several years ago. Again, I don't remember any of it, but I thought I'd share it anyway. There'll be two parts. The next part is me getting back into the UK. It's going to appear a little sort of lapsadaisical, and it'll sort of end in a bit of a funny place because it was during a period I was going through like I was very fed up at the time, and so I wasn't filming as much as I should have done and whatnot. So that's why it just sort of fades out. The next episode will fade out. But you know, this part one's fairly interesting. I leave West Wales and go to Portsmouth and catch a ferry boat to France. I also say very nice things about Brittany ferries in this, which will surprise some of you because Brittany ferry drivers seem to hate Brittany ferries, and I have no idea why. You have to pay for food, but that means you eat passengers' food, and that's fine by me. I like the food in Brittany ferries. Anyway, rambling again. I'm getting fat. Pedazos. So yeah, anyway, there we go. Enjoy. Part 1 now. Part 2 sometime in the future. God bless. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Oh, also, if you are watching this over Easter, Renault are launching their new trucks next week, and I'm taking part in that, so watch this space. I literally have no idea why every time I film I keep burping. It's like a nervous reaction. Like I've never felt nervous about making... Oh my god, the police. Finally they've come for me. There's a policewoman outside my front door with a stray dog earlier. And because I heard them talking, it's and I heard them say stray dog, and I opened the front door. Oh my god. And he says, oh, is it yours? No, I just heard the word dog. Oh well, anyway, God, I'm rambling again. Good day, have a good Easter. Good day, Pas Capus. Hello again. God, I'm making a lot of videos at the moment. More! No matter how many you make, people will always want more. I gave a word of advice to somebody who started making videos, and he used to upload all of them in one batch on one day. And I said to him, you're going to have to start spacing those videos out, because as soon as you upload them, they'll want the next one. I'm talking about you here. People watching this, but it's nice that you want them. I'm not complaining, but yeah, there's a reason there's never less than a week between videos, and often months. Is if you upload 12 in a day, they'll be expecting the next. You'll be expecting the next one next day. So all good things come to those who wait. Anyway, this video, I'm not sure I've ever covered hanging before. I'm driving with hanging, so it's sort of a hybrid tips and video diary video, if you get my drift, because we're doing hanging both ways, which is fairly unusual. So we're taking lambs out to France, and we're bringing pigs back, hanging pigs. Lambs are easy, one of the best hanging loads to carry, plus it's only like a quarter full, and beef is easy. Doesn't move very much. Pigs are the worst. Pigs are like driving a tanker. You'll stop at traffic lights and stuff, and you have to be rocking backwards and forwards because they wobble so much, because they're so flexible. So there's a few bits you need to remember with that sort of thing. So that's what this video is. As you can see, we're driving through the stunning West Wales countryside. This is where I grew up. We're just coming up to Carmarthen now. Down from Llanybother, where I picked the load up. And this is one of the most beautiful places on planet Earth, especially when the sun's shining like this. yes, so that's it really. We're trying to head to Portsmouth now to catch the boat in the morning, but we're really struggling for that. So I don't know what the plan is now. I will have to stop and communicate with the office. Communicate! Breaker 19. Over. Traffic has been a nightmare today. Anyway, I'm talking too much. They queued all the way over the Severn Bridge. Anyway, good day. You right, Bertie? Piss off, asshole. Many years ago, I used to come with Dad. I've said this before a million times.
Pork chop. Do you want to hear it?
Pork chop. I've said this, I've probably told you this before, but I used to go, he worked actually for the place that we pull lambs, the whites pull lambs out of. It was called Oriel Jones back then, and he was the workshop manager, and he would be in the workshop during the day, and then he'd often do Smithfield during the night, and he'd swing by house, because it's on the way, pick me up, and I'd go between finishing school at 3:30 in the afternoon and back at school at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'd have gone to London and back in the lorry with Dad. Anyway, my point was, I remember this was like Port Talbot was that crossover. It's like we're getting far, because when you're that age it feels like you're far, far from home, and this was it. Once you get past Port Talbot, it's like I'm a long way from home. But yeah, I remember back then, this whole horizon was just industry, steelworks, and blue flames and lights. The lights at night were amazing. It had so many lights on it. It was actually a bit of an amazing scene in itself. And then, so it's sad to see it's declined to that extent, but these things happen, I suppose. Anyway, that was another rambling anecdote from me. Do you want to do a rambling anecdote, Bertie? Yes. I got married once. She died. No, that wasn't very rambly. I don't care. That's all I'm prepared to say on the subject. Good day to you. Farewell, Wales, you magnificent principality. As the sun sets on another day, Luke and Bertie make their way towards Portsmouth to catch the ferry in the morning. Carrying lambs for export. I love those look at live videos. They're one of my favourite things in the world. And the load of pheasants is the best one, where they take pheasants, where they do like 500 miles a day at an average speed of 50 miles an hour, and it's like, are you telling me nothing, like the average speed is the same 50 years later? Oh dear. I think the old Severn Bridge is much more beautiful than this thing. This isn't a very pretty bridge. But then, like when I used to go with my dad before this was built, the amount of delays because the other one was shut because of wind was a nightmare, and this one got rid of the wind problems with these doodles. So it never shuts in the windy weather. I have 40 minutes left to drive. Sunday morning. As you can see, I'm not on a ferry, which means I'm not on the way to France yet, which means I missed the ferry. I didn't like miss it at the last minute. I missed it hours before. Couldn't get there in time, unfortunately. So I ran down as far as I could, which is this junction, which is the White's Transport Services junction, Chippenham, and parked up here. So what we'll have to do now is get the afternoon boat. Get the afternoon boat and run down to the customer tonight. That's why I'm starting at this time, so I've got enough hours to get to the customer tonight, and then they can tip it while I'm asleep in the morning, which is handy. It's a beautiful day. Been nice sailing across. Lovely food on Brittany ferries. I love eating on Brittany ferries. Wobble box is the bane of our lives. Speed up, slow down. I pulled out to overtake this numpty in front of me on the M4 and on the A34 3 times, and every time, once the cab gets level with the caravan, he speeds up. They're idiots. Problem is, all caravan drivers think they're great drivers. I'm very experienced. I've driven all over the country with my plastic box behind me. See, look, he slowed down now, and I can guarantee you if I pull out, he'll speed up again. Ah! This is a bloody piss take. I missed the boat yesterday because yesterday's traffic was a nightmare. Up to Wales and back. And now I'm stuck in traffic again. Trying to make a boat on a Sunday. Where the fuck are you all going? Like, you'll stay at home for once in your lives. Things to do and meat to deliver. And they're all just slowing down, ogling, look, because they're speeding up now after this car. Fucking people. There's nothing worse than bloody, what's the word I'm looking for? Rubberneckers. You don't need to slow down and observe the accident or incident. It's none of your business. You can keep moving at normal speed. Portsmouth! That's the aircon on full blast because I'm hot. It's only 22 degrees though. This time last week it was, I was in the Alps. Oh, that's driving today. The standards of driving today is unbelievable. Dither, 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 dither. Stop at every roundabout, even though it's empty. Driving me insane! And you, Bertie? Yes, I'd like to shoot one of them in the face. Might be a bit extreme. Anyway, we should make the ferry. I rang ahead. Spoke too soon. Look, more traffic! Yay! Jesus Christ. What a day. Weekend for traffic. Military boats over there. What a weekend for traffic. It's all you bloody parents with your stupid children, isn't it? Stay at home. Nobody needs you. So we made it. We made the boat. Got our tickets and our plug-in page. You can put in the windscreen and my cabin key on Brittany Ferries. My cabin key doubles up as your meal ticket, but you have to pay on these shorter ones. It's half price though, but the food on these are lovely. I love the food on Brittany Ferries. So I don't see it as any hardship having to pay. Are they only just unloading the Normandy? Maybe it's running late. Yeah, I'd rather pay a small amount and get nice food than get free crap. So that's what I say. Anyway, made it. It's a relief. Oh dear, I'm out of breath now. For 2.5 hours to do 150 kilometers. This is my steed at the moment. Swapped it for the Dark Diamond yesterday. Right, I'm going to go and put my bag together. Homemade elderflower champagne. I adore this. My mum's been making it since I was a kid. But you have to be careful because it fizzes so much, and in glass bottles it's been known to explode. Oh, see? Back. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. One of my favourite drinks ever. It's in the fridge cooling down. Take the top off again. Oh, I can drink some. Oh my god, it's amazing. Save that for later for my tea. Just waiting to get on the boat now. Back to my little bag. Beautiful day. Wet wipes. As a tramper, that's one of the best things you can buy is this packet of wet wipes. I need to do a video of tramping kit because I've like streamlined everything so I can get empty a lorry and from one to the other in like 20 minutes max. So there's a lot of people to carry too much junk around. So there we go. Just wait to get on this boat now then, boy. Good day. Dinner. Ham, chips and beans. Classic. Free drivers gather a place to eat in this ferry. Used to be the restaurant itself, but we eat the normal food now. But there's no one in it. It's marvellous. It's just me. All the tourists are through that door, making noise. I've got a good view. I love shipping out of Portsmouth because I like looking at all the Davy chips. Anyone going to eat this frigate's gold? Chips. Good healthy chips. Chips. I wish these windows were cleaner. I wish I'd sit on the other side. Boats as I go out, Navy. Look at my natty hair. We're nearly there. Just having a shower. Can't really see. Oh, there we go. There's the coastline of beautiful France. Drifting by. I've had a very relaxing few hours reading a book. Good day. That's my new catchphrase, isn't it? Good day. Good day. So we'll get off this boat and it's a couple, 2.5 hours to the delivery. We will park there and dip in the morning. I'm decent now, look. About time people started putting these in on ferries. USB charging. Good for you, Brittany. Must have been done at the last refit. Looks quite new. Yes. 45 minutes to go. Indeed. So we're back on the in the lorry. There's a down there. There's a you just see the top of it, an old VW camper, and it's rough as hell. It looks like it's held together with tape. And he was just going around checking the lights because that's a camera. That's one of those things about. That's why I'm selling mine, because they just go wrong too often. Like literally, lights just stop working randomly, but then they work again afterwards. And he's got a whole family in there, and it's like, oh, good luck. Maybe it's one of the unusual ones that is reliable as hell, but I wouldn't take my whole family abroad in an old. I wouldn't go abroad. Babs never went abroad after that trip to Scandinavia because just can't trust it. Just cannot trust it. And she's like in fine fettle. So I don't know. People are mad. Do you know what I think? Partly, I think part of the problem is having a mechanical understanding, because I trained to be a mechanic. I never qualified, but I did do 2.5, 3 years of training. And I come from a mechanical family. My brother's a mechanic. My dad started out as a mechanic. And I think that's part of the problem. I think having a mechanical understanding leads you to worry more about what's going wrong or can go wrong, or every noise and sound is this, that or the other going wrong. So, which is how I think you end up seeing normal people drive these old crates abroad, because it's like they just don't know how on a knife edge they are. Oh dear. Ooh, this is rather splendid. I'm getting off with the tourists. Normally you're the last one off. I was the last one on the truck anyway. No! If you're one of the last ones off, Khan can be a little bit of a bother. Oh, the sea! But I'm not, so that's good. Still plenty of tourists ahead though, but normally they go off to the lane beside. There's a sailing boat. No, there's a wall. You're about to see a fence. And there's a sailing boat. I love sailing at night. Sailing at night is the best. Oh, bloody seatbelts. I think that I had a fruit tart and it's gone to my head, feeling a bit hyperactive. Oh, better turn lights, I suppose. Right, onward! 3 hours 14 minutes to do 230 kilometres. You're having a laugh. Piffle! All the people waiting to get on their overnight crossing. I find overnight crossings the best because you can just go to sleep and wake up and you're in the place you want to be. Generally.